Well, some children in Minnesota are celebrating Earth Day today by releasing more than 100,000 ladybugs inside the Mall of America.
There are over 30,000 live plants on the property, including 400 live trees. So the mall has found the most effective way to deal with bugs are bugs. The center has been using ladybugs as a pesticide for almost 30 years. It's also been environmentally friendly since it opened in 1992. The mall recycles more than 60% of its waste. They use passive solar energy from skylights. They rely on LED bulbs, and they send food waste to a local hog farm.
Well, good for them. That's great to hear. Not so good news. Stocks plunge as investors prepare for faster interest rate hikes. The Dow Industrials fell 981 points, or almost 3%, ending the week at 33,811. The NASDAQ dropped 335 points. The S&P 500 was off 121. Do not look at your 401k this weekend.
Yikes.
Well, today is Earth Day, and even though it doesn't feel like it outside, it is springtime in Wisconsin.
More Wisconsin communities are encouraging people to keep their lawnmowers in the garage next month to help boost the population of bees and other pollinators.
It's called No Mow May, and Doug Soldat is a UW expert on lawns and urban soils. He joins us with some tips to keep our lawns healthy. Thanks for being with us
Hi,
today.
Doug. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Rain today's got to be good for the lawns.
Yeah,
it's a big soaking rain like this.
Right, absolutely.
So no mow May. Tell us what that's about.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping for no snow May.
Yeah, there you go.
Let's start there.
But yeah, no mow May is a movement that is encouraging people to not mow, like you said, and that will allow the dandelions to bloom and then provide nectar for plants. So for bees. So we're kind of thinking about lawns as a part of the ecological landscape a little bit more.
Dandelions, though, are every person's nemesis on a beautiful lawn, right?
Yeah,
You're just saying, just let it go for the month.
Well, right. So, everybody has a different idea of what they want their lawn to look like. And so, weed is a plant whose virtues haven't been discovered yet. And so one of the virtues of dandelion is it blooms and provides nectar to bees early in the season when bees don't have a lot of other food sources.
So what happens on June 1st?
Yeah, exactly. So, I think maybe a better catchphrase would be like mow high, May, June, July. So I think if dandelions have evolved to flower low. That's why they survive on our lawns, because they can tolerate the mowing. So if you want to provide food for bees and other pollinators, but avoid having a disaster to deal with in June, I think if you set your mower as high as it can go and mow a couple times in May, you're gonna get the best of both worlds.
Oh, that's great. Can you help promote the pollinator population and still fertilize your lawn?
Yeah, absolutely. So fertilizer doesn't have detrimental effects on insects. So it keeps the lawn dense, helps the water soak into the ground, and so we talk about the holiday schedule. So Memorial Day, 4th of July, Labor Day are good times to think about fertilizing your lawn.
Okay.
And what about killing weeds?
Yeah, weeds. So that's what this whole conversation is about, right? So we talked about benefits of some weeds. Clover, we're at the O.J. North Center in Verona. We're studying how to encourage clover in your lawn, because it provides nitrogen, which would minimize the amount of fertilizer that you might have to add. But one of the bad weeds is crabgrass. And because crabgrass dies in the winter and it leaves bare soil. And we have bare soil, it can run off, get into lakes, add phosphorus to the lakes. So right about now is when you should think about preventing your crabgrass.
Okay, how do you do that?
And so you can purchase a Crabgrass Preventer. And you apply it. It's a granular. You spread it, and it prevents the crabgrass seeds from germinating.
Okay.
What if you want to go all the way and not do anything? What's going to happen?
Yeah, lazy person lawn care. That's kind of like what I do.
I want it this way.
So the most important thing to do, if you don't want to do much or anything, is to mow properly. So mow high with a sharp mower blade. So I think about maybe sharpening your mower blades. And if you mow properly, you can have a pretty nice looking lawn.
And don't save the clippings. Let the clippings.
Return the clippings. That's free fertilizer.
Do you need to water your lawn, or just wait and let Mother Nature do it?
You don't need to. Yeah, so the grasses in Wisconsin can survive even the toughest conditions. You remember back to 2012, that terrible drought, most lawns came out just fine. So they turn brown, but they end up surviving. So you don't need to irrigate if you don't want to.
So we've got a few weeks before we have to mow.
Yeah, when do you think will be the first
Yeah, normally it's about now, but
Pretty
we're a
now?
couple weeks behind. So I would say probably at least another week or so before we even think about it.
Hopefully it won't snow. Thanks for being with us today.
Great to
for
see you.
information.
Yeah.